Okay guys, just a quick video update on my spider that donated blood. I know it's not technically called blood, but for all the people out there that's not too familiar with spiders, we will keep it simple. So there were a lot of questions, but anyway. Okay, so as you can see, she's busy eating, having a nice roach. So no, she's alive. Or should I say yes, she's alive. No, she didn't get hurt. Yes, she's eating and very well. And on the abdomen you can see that's where the blood was drawn. So yes, it was a Chaco that was used. So I spoke to Dr. Elliott and I'll give you what she said. So what she said was, my first question was, oh, sorry, you have to hear eat. That's so cool. Very crunchy. Now she doesn't want to do it. I think she's shy. Anyway, my first question was, what would it be better to use a species of its own kind for a blood transfusion? Would it matter? So she said preferably you would use the same species or the same genus, but it doesn't have a big impact. So using a Chaco for a Curlier's blood transfusion, not a big deal. But obviously you don't want to go from old world like a pokey and do a blood transfusion on them from a Chaco to a Chaco or a Curly. Okay, well obviously you won't want to do that anyway, because who's going to hold a pokey in their hand to draw blood to give to a Chaco or a Curly? So anyway, this was my female that donated the blood. And the second question was, how much do you take? How do you know if it's safe? Blah, blah, blah. So obviously she's done a few things before. She's also done a blood transfusion on rats, tortoises, monkeys, birds, you name it. And obviously she knows a lot. But we have to also keep in mind that spiders are kind of a difficult thing to treat. I mean, there's not so much research towards spiders as there is towards, let's say, cats or dogs. Like if I tell you a dog has got diarrhea, it doesn't want to eat and it's throwing up, you're going to straight tell me it's parvo. With a spider, if I tell you it's not eating, you're going to say, well, maybe it's not hungry, maybe it's on a hunger strike, maybe it's about to molt, maybe it's got nematodes. You just never know. But okay, Dr. Elliott is very good with these things. And so she said you can take 2 moles, so it's 2% per 100 gram body mass. So 2 mole per 100 gram of spider is the safe amount that you can take out. Now in regards to the curly is still alive. Now some people ask, well, some person ask, well, isn't it maybe just hungry? No, then it would have eaten. You need to find the underlying cause. If it was hungry, it would have just ate. Is it maybe dehydrated? No, I mean, that's also the obvious one. The spider's abdomen would have shrunk and what. So no, that was not the problem. It wasn't just hungry and thirsty. Obviously it was, because it didn't eat, but I mean, you still need to find the underlying problem. And just doing a blood transfusion also would not have helped, because still you need to get to the underlying problem. If I tell you my dog isn't eating, you're going to say, but why? What's wrong? What other symptoms are there? Why is it not eating? You're not just going to give it blood and there you go, strong and healthy. Because so the reason the blood transfusion was done was because the spider wasn't eating, because it's sick. And according to Dr. Elliott, what they think was wrong was it had a severe bacterial infection. So they gave the blood because it was very weak, because it wasn't eating. But while doing that, the spider was also on antibiotics. Let me just see the name of the antibiotics that she gave me here. Am I even going to be able to pronounce this? I don't know. Oh, she's going to kill me for saying this, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to come out right. But it looks like Tazeject, and it she says here it contains or something. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pronounce it, but anyway, yeah. So the spider was on antibiotics, and also you can't store the blood, so you have to freshly take it out and put it in. Okay, so yeah, this wasn't the first spider treated by Dr. Elliott or by any other vet or professor or whatever in South Africa. The interesting one as well, oh yeah, let's just go by, the people was at our pet shop a few weeks ago as well, saying the spider doesn't eat, can we force feed it for them? And then yet again, even if you do force feed it, I still don't know the underlying problem, and Dr. Elliott helped out with that. And how do you force feed the spider? Obviously you'll have to have some blood of another animal or something that's mashed like very, very, very liquidy, so you can actually put it in a dropper. And even then, I don't know if it will work. Okay, so I just quickly on my other phone, I just quickly googled it. It lives again thanks to zoo spider experts. So basically it was a king baboon that was smuggled in. They assume it's about 8 years old. How can you assume a spider's age? Well, with the king baboon, they say it was at least 8 years old, and it's quite simple to assume that because it was a female, and king baboon females mature at around 7-8 years. They do take long to mature, much longer than other spiders. So that's how they guess the age. And then they fed it on tiger blood, and apparently it was doing very well. So yeah, in conclusion to this, we obviously haven't had a lot of people treating spiders, but South Africa is getting there. I mean, if we're doing blood transfusions on spiders, I'd say we're doing pretty freaking well. But yeah, okay. So anyway, guys, this was the update. There wasn't much info given, because obviously you're talking to me and not to the vet that actually treated the spider. But the curly is doing very well. Health is improving. The Chaco that did the blood donating is doing very, very well, eating and happy. So yeah, I'd say it's all good. If there is any other spiders that gets treated, or any exotic animal, I will keep you guys up to date, and I will ask Dr. Elliott to please keep us up to date, because this was very, very interesting, I'd say. And yeah, next time maybe we can get a bit more info. Yeah, so hopefully next time we can get Dr. Elliott to do a video for us while she's talking and explaining everything, because I'm just kind of the middleman, and when it comes to spiders and treating spiders, I'm not that clued up. I know nematodes and DKS, and that's about it. So yeah, hopefully we can get another few videos of her treating spiders. I'm not saying I hope more spiders get sick or ill, but I do think it was pretty badass for the owners to take a spider to a vet. That was pretty cool. So yeah, we're moving up in the world. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I'm sorry this video was probably not as informative as you wanted it to be, but yeah, the first video was pretty badass and pretty cool, so yeah.